Hey y'all, it's Shayna and I'm back with another review reviewing Belle Collective Season 2, the finale. And this season went by so quick, but it was good, y'all. This season, especially after the first season, this season was really good. And I'm going to go ahead and get right into it. But before I do, y'all know what to do. Hit the subscribe button. Help a sister out. It takes a second, but it helps me tremendously. Like, free for you, but it helps me. So definitely help your girl out if you've been here before. If you enjoyed this video at the end, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe. So we pick up where we left off with Tamra using her real voice, because everybody knows, she got a voice here, but when she get mad, that West Side Tam come on out. And she's leaving Marie's event because Ikeisha, the event planner, showed up. She arrived. So she arrived and Tamra left. Ikeisha tells Ikeisha that that she and Tamra need to talk privately. And Ikeisha thinks the Bells should be protected. They're in this group together, this so-called sisterhood. And so we shouldn't be letting outsiders come in and start mess. And she really feels like the Belle should be protected, even though she has her own issues with Tamra right now. So, Ikeisha's saying, like, look, she's a side chick in my eyes. That's how I'm always going to see her. And I think the side chick was looking for a moment, and Ikeisha is not going to give it to her. She ain't giving it to her. And I know we were really hard on Ikeisha in the beginning. I'm still on the fence about her. Like, I'm not about to just jump ship already. Like, I don't know how to feel about Ikeisha yet, but one thing I'm going to say about Miss Ikeisha, she ain't fake. Like, when she was with Tamra and Tamra was trying to get into it, she was not doing it. When she had lunch with Latisha and Marie, she was not getting into the mess. This time, she flat out told her, she was sitting there quietly, but she wasn't really giving much input. And this time, she like, look, this is ridiculous. Like, we not about to do this. Like, this side chick need to go. Period. So, Ikeisha leaves. Marie kind of felt a little way later on about her leaving, but Marie, you done left Latisha's brunch every single brunch. So each and every time, the nerve. So Taisha explains that she and Tamra were dealing with Damon at the same time. There was some overlap. And Taisha says Tamra was engaged to someone else at one point. So she may be trying to like make Damon look like the bad guy. I didn't really get it. How does that make him look like the bad guy? What are we talking about? She was engaged to somebody before because they were on and off. She already said they were on and off. They didn't get back together until the end of last season. And if I'm not mistaken, correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, last season she was sitting there and she was talking to somebody when she was talking about trying to have this baby. And she said she was engaged before. So I felt like I heard her say in the first season she was engaged in the past, which big whoop. Like, okay, she was engaged in the past. So she's not engaged now. She's trying to get engaged to Greedy or Damon. So what is bringing that up? Like, you said that to say what? You wanted to have a moment and it fell flat. So she ends up leaving because, like Aikisha said, she came there for mess. And when she didn't get it, there was nothing to be there. There was no reason for her to be there. So she was gone. So they get to the end. They like, look, after all this drama, we don't even know who to invite no more. We got to check each other's guest list. Like, let's go ahead and wrap this up. And Essie gonna say, Marie has ruined yet another event. Essie just, Miss White Diamond's got to get her one line to end one way or another. That said, bring Essie on full time. Next season, bring Essie on full time. Thank you. And take Soguchi off. I mean, not that Soguchi really did anything, but she didn't do anything. She didn't do anything wrong, but she didn't do anything right. Like, I can take her or leave her. Like, she wasn't in this entire episode, and she wasn't missed. She adds no value, in my opinion. So, Latrice she's been staying at her brother's house for over a week because her and Cliff are arguing about that baby. They've been arguing about this baby all this time, and now this week, you gotta stay at your brother's house? Sure. So her brother's sitting there smoking his black and mild at the table with the cameras rolling, like keeping it real. We gonna keep it all the way real, giving you real reality, realness. I don't care, y'all in my house, I'm smoking my black and mild. Okay, bro. So the Latrice was saying the same old, she ain't ready to have a baby, blah, blah, blah. And all I can think about is Latrice, and she's talking about how Cliff is controlling this and that, and these daddy issues. And every time she says zaddy, I cringe. Since the very first time him and her stepped on the scene, it just, oof. Stop calling him that, please, please. Just say my husband. Because then when she turns around and says my husband, like, it's cringy because it's like, ooh, I look at him like almost like he your father at this point. It's weird. Anywho, Ikeisha is hosting a stakeholders luncheon, and Ikeisha said it's for her Fair Street project. Her project. She took that thing over, and just like we speculated, she kicked Latisha up out of that thing. Just like it wasn't like she kind of like cut her out a little bit. No, she kicked her all the way off. Like she ain't never had nothing to do with it. You took the idea from Latisha. Like it is what it is. I can understand that. I understand two people can be like-minded and can have the same idea at the same time, because people always going to be like, oh, you stole, or somebody say something, oh, I said it first, oh, nobody was saying it until I said it. That's not always true. Nobody you knew was saying it. But over here on the other side, there's other parts of the world, there's other people who have similar thoughts. They were saying the same thing. I said it first. But you don't know that them over there, they were saying it too. But not here. Girl, you was only talking about this because you seen this show. At least that's what I think. Point blank, period. Period. So, at the luncheon, all the ladies show up, including Tambra and her hat. I don't know why she wears it. I don't know if she wears it to like make herself look taller. Like she always got one on. Anyway, so Gucci was there. Forgot about her. Latisha said that, you know, her current space, like she's glad because Ikeisha did a slideshow, a presentation where she discussed her plans for Fair Street and mentioned all the ladies' businesses, like being on the street. And she, of course, she mentioned Latisha, so she gave her some credit in that way. Like, look, you can be on my street, but you can't, this ain't our thing, no. This is my thing, and I'll allow you to be on the street. There's a difference. And Latisha was like, look, it's fine. Like, my current space ain't got enough to hold what I got going on. I got so much. What do you got going on? The people is asking. I've been reading the comments. Everybody wants to know just what is it that Latisha does. She said she's been empowering women to be the best version of themselves. What is your title? Like, what do you do? Are you a spiritual advisor or a life coach? What are you talking about? What? Are you just giving advice to your homegirls? You got to build in an enterprise, and I don't even know what it houses or what it holds. Like, what do you do? Just have a space for people to rent out a location, an event space, or what? What is this? It's so fuzzy. It's so unclear. Before, when we first met Latisha, remember she was saying she was like a housewife, and she's trying to move on to Fair Street. Now, Fair Street ain't happening. Now she got to figure something else. But what else is it? So Marie said Latisha passed the torch to Ikeisha with Fair Street, and Ikeisha didn't get past the torch. She took that torch, like she snatched it up out her hand and ran with it. But the event turns out nice, and Ikeisha like, look, now this is how you do it. that y'all amateurs. That's why I was playing about them plates, because I know how to get it done. When I come on a scene, I gets it done. I ain't been in Jackson in 25 years, but I'm here this year and I'm getting it done. Everything y'all couldn't do for a whole season, I got it done, and not even a full season, period. So, Tambra says she hasn't talked to the decorator, just call that lady her name at this point, in 5 years, and she's tired of giving her attention. And I'm tired of hearing about it. I don't care, honestly. Like, I've lost interest. Like, if she don't turn up pregnant next season, I don't care anymore. She needs to turn up pregnant. I thought by the end of the season she was going to at least be engaged. Nothing spectacular happened. I'm tired of hearing about this decorator, event planner, Ikeisha. So Marie said she really didn't know. I don't know if I believe that. I think she's telling tall tales. That's what I think. But they hug it out. And then Latisha says she's going to support Ikeisha, even though she don't like the way she went about it, the way she went about this whole thing. She should have known after she made that comment. You say something in the heat of the moment, and it can mess you up now. It really can. But Ikeisha could have told her as well, like, look, I don't want nothing to do with you. I'm moving on by myself with this. But she's more mature than me. You're a better woman than me. You're better than me, girl. Nothing she can do. I almost feel like they brought Ikeisha on the show to get it done because Latisha couldn't get it done. So they brought her on there for the purpose of getting this done. So Marie, Essie, and Latisha are looking for Marie's mom with this big old work van that Marie been driving around. Marie, you're a millionaire, but what is going on with this van? You don't got like a personal car? Yeah. I'm just saying, inquiring minds would like to know. But her mom is missing, unfortunately. So, Marie thinks she's relapsed. She's missing. She probably did. So they go to the hood. And, Essie's like, oh, I'm nervous. Everybody's scared. Marie's not scared. Marie like, I'm not scared because I want to find my mom. And I don't know from experience. I'm just thinking, when you want to find your mom, like, I want to find my mom, you going to go wherever. Like, you don't care. You going to go to the trap house. You going to go in the projects. You going to go wherever you got to go to find your mom because you are looking for your mom. So they go and they end up finding her. Somebody says she's at the trap house. So they go to the trap house and her mom has clearly relapsed. And it was very sad to see. Very sad to see. And just the way her mom was handling her was just upsetting. And I don't know if, like, that's just how she talks to her, like, normally, or if it's, because of that stuff. I don't know. Her mom was upset that she came. And she was especially upset that she came with that camera crew. Because she like, why are you here? And then with the cameras, you got a whole camera crew at the... Y'all ain't supposed to be over here at the trap house. Now you're making it hot with a whole camera crew. But her mom tried to play it off, even though Marie mic'd up so we can hear, and told Marie she know better and to give her $30. Like, you gonna pay for this. That was sad. So, Marie's like, well, meet me at Diane's house. And she like, okay, I'll be over there. I'll be back out in 20 minutes. I'm like, no, you want this $30, you're gonna get in this van right now. Right now. But what you gonna do? Force her, strong arm her, put your foot in her back. The lady want to be in a trap house. Like, you can't. There's only so much you can do when somebody doesn't want to help themselves. She's not ready to help herself, so you can't help her. She don't want to help herself, and it's just sad. After 30 minutes, the production felt it was unsafe, so they left. And they waited out 30 minutes, which is long enough. Like, even if I felt like it was safe, after a while, like, she ain't coming out. So, she wanted Marie to leave. And so they left. And Marie was saying, she'll never come to look for her again. She just feels like the addiction is winning. And she might not ever see her mom again. But she's going to finally, after helping everybody else, Marie is going to get some therapy. She needs it. Like, just to have someone to vent to. I don't know how Marie's gone so long without it. Maybe Essie is like the person she leans on. I don't know. She has to have someone because Marie takes on so much. Like, I don't even know how she has time to do this show. So we see that Cliff has cut his arm when he was cutting down a tree for work. And Latrice came running to help him, as she should, because she's his wife. So, I feel like he wanted Latrice to come home. So he just did something drastic just to scrape the surface and get Latrice to come running. Latrice was saying, Cliff be talking loud at her, like he be talking down to her like a father talking to their daughter. And, she don't like it. It makes her feel away. And it's like, you got with him basically because of your daddy issues. But then when he gets loud, like a father, chastising or punishing his daughter, you don't like it. Like, you can't have both. I don't know. The zaddy thing, it might have been cute at first, but now put it to bed and he's just your husband. You want him to be, you want to be an equal and all that stuff, then you need to start, you want him to treat you that way, but you making him seem like he's superior when you do that. Like, you have to stop doing that. And she needs therapy to heal from this abandonment daddy issue thing she has going on. So Latrice finally takes a pregnancy test, and of course it's negative. I think everyone knew that she wasn't pregnant. She's missing her period. What's causing that? Probably stress. But she's relieved. He's disappointed, of course. He wants the baby with her real bad. His kids is grown, but he wants something with his wife. So Glen and Latisha are having couples counseling. Glen said the problem is that they were growing apart. She was growing away from him, basically, and becoming more independent and doing her own thing. Yeah, Glen, she's not going to be that same 17-year-old girl forever. Like, what you expect? She's not going to be 17-year-old Latisha forever. And I feel like he just wanted her to be. He's like, yeah, she getting the bag and bringing money in, and that's good, but... Sorry, I'm looking at my phone. But at the same time, like, it's causing, like, strain between us. You liked it better when she was sitting around just worrying about you while you was out working. Where were you working? Because I ain't seen him go to work all season. Anyway, Glen said that he was dealing with depression. I personally feel like people are I said this on my Married at First Sight review when they kept talking about therapy like a go-to. I feel like now people, not to downplay depression, I've definitely been there myself. I know it affects people every single day. It's no joke. But people now are using that mental health is such a common conversation. It's like a go-to. Like, he ain't never say nothing about being depressed or being sad before, and now all of a sudden you was depressed. Were you when you was laid up with somebody else creating a child and a life? I guess. The person who probably got the depression is Latisha, worrying about what you doing every time you walk out the door. But, I mean, I think it was a last-ditch effort to get her back. And, you know, she just hopes that Glen isn't using depression to make her vulnerable. So she basically knows. She knows what's up. As long as she's been with this man, she knows. Like, we can try to give Latisha advice, girl, don't this, and I'm telling you, she knows. She knows. She's had more than enough experience with this man. She's been with him long enough. She's grown up, ma'am. She knows. She'll be ready to walk away when she's ready to walk away. So the counselor asked Ikeisha if she loves Glen. Yes. She asked if she's in love with him. She said, I don't know. I'm scared to love him. He's like, scared to love him or scared to be in love with him? She said, I'm scared to be in love with him. You're scared to be in love with him, scared to love him, scared to all that, because he's not a safe space for you. He doesn't create safety and security for you. He embarrasses you out in these streets. Like, yeah, I'll be scared to like him at this point. The only thing I'd be ready to do is ready to co-parent with him at this point. But that's just me. So Latisha says she wants to make it work, but she's hurting. I think he's just like her security blanket, her comfort zone. Girl, you don't even know. Like, you might leave Glen alone, and you could meet somebody in a year that does everything Glen never did in all them years. Just saying. And then, of course, she said what I said earlier in the review, how she teaches women to be the best version of themselves, but she just started being the best version of herself. Whatever that is, because I don't really know what she do outside this show. But she looks good. She definitely looked good this season. I give her that. So it must be the Goddess Lynx wigs that she... I'm just saying. So she said if Glen cheats again, they gonna sign them papers. Okay, Usher. Yeah, right. You ain't signing nothing. Don't believe it. Why are we not discussing this DNA test? Why, if we are in marriage counseling, are we not discussing the big old elephant in the room? This baby who's probably, they said that this happened 8 years ago. That means this child is older than their son together. They have a 6-year-old. That means this child this is not no baby. This child that's in an elementary school and we don't have no clarity, no answers. At this point, y'all dragging the storyline so long. Bring the mother out. Bring the child's mother on. Bring her on. Give me a Rashida Kirk situation. Let me see what she got to say. Since y'all won't do it over there on Love and Marriage Huntsville, do it over here on Belle Collective. So, Marie met with her brother. You know, we're getting to the end. They giving us like Real Housewives of Atlanta teas, where they kind of give us little updates at the end to close out the season. Marie met with her brother. He told her to keep staying strong. What other choice does she have? She's taken on so much. But every time I hear strong and I see a black woman, if y'all been watching my reviews, y'all know how I feel about that. Like, it's like a touchy thing for me. It really does almost rub me the wrong way. Like, I cannot even believe I was up here singing about being independent so much back in the day, because it's a joke. It's a scam. It's a sham. No. She gotta be strong. Who's strong for Marie? Who's strong for Marie when she's strong for everybody else? Who is strong for Marie? Anywho, so Gucci has a billboard reveal for her real estate business. That took about 5 seconds. Congratulations. Who they gonna replace her with next season? Essie, S with the mess. S does it best. Let's see. Ikeisha is breaking ground on Farish Street. She getting it done. We can say she stole it and all this stuff. We can say whatever we want. She got the means. She's getting it done. We have to give that to her. Tamara is ready to move in with Damon and says hopefully that will put all those fake relationship rumors to rest. People are roommates every day. Like, I don't know if the relationship's fake. I'm not saying it's fake or not. I didn't see anything that was factual that made me feel like it's fake. But this doesn't make it real. Y'all live together. You know, people is broke up and still living together. So, but she, definitely thinks a ring is on the way and she wants a baby. So basically no progress has been made with either of those two things after talking about it for 2 seasons. Goddess Leaves is moving, and that's the only baby Latrice is focused on right now and forever. And Latisha has moved back in with Glen. We saw her with a couple of empty boxes and 1 pair of shoes because we know she never moved out. Like Carlos King, stop playing in my face. She never moved out. You really gonna tell me he had a baby on her 8 years ago and she gonna leave and go to her mama's house and let him stay in the house? Anyway, but she had, because they did a little caption for her at the end specifically. They said she had, in all caps and bold, high hopes that things would work out. But she just found out that Glen is messaging other women again, of course. And is she going to leave? Well, the clip from the reunion, she's sitting next to her man on that couch. These Mississippi women is taking that stand by your man to the next level. If you're from Mississippi, let me know. Is this what goes on? Because I feel like I don't even want to get nothing, so I don't get nobody, feathers ruffled. I'm just wondering because, I'm an up north chick, okay? And I feel like the farther south I go, like the farther down south, the mentality be in 1950. Like, stick by your man no matter what. He got a family across the street, stand by your man. He had a baby, you gonna raise the baby, you gonna stand by your man. That's my husband, I'm gonna stick beside him. That's what it's giving. If that ain't the way, clear it up for me, please. It's 2022. We gotta free ourselves from these shackles. Get this chokehold up off of us, okay? We start putting some standards and boundaries up on ourselves. These men ain't gonna have no choice but to respect it. But too many people, y'all letting them get away with this nonsense now. Glen ain't, no. He ain't it. He's not the one for you. He's gonna keep hurting you until you leave him. Anyway, let me know what y'all think down in them comments. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will definitely see you guys for the next one. Bye.